After successfully ambushing the bandits, the party discovers the location of the bandit stronghold. They plan to take the night to prepare for a full assault. Drakenweld Manor, a dilapidated noble estate in the forest, has become home to a hive of brigands. Having heard mention of prisoners, the party agrees to make the safety of any captives their top priority. Lincoln, I'm really loving the whole solemn stoic deal. Bet it kills with the ladies. Charming. Meant no disrespect, of course. Just figured there must be a reason for the solemnity. Assuming there is, what makes you think I'd tell you about it? We're comrades now, brothers in arms. Let there be no secrets, and so on. Besides, you must have some sort of code against lying, right? There is a difference between omission and mistruth.
Are you sure?
Am I getting that right about lying, or was it lying with women? For all that training you received at the academy, I'm surprised you never learned to treat your superiors with respect. Listen, no harm in keeping everybody humble. Might be one of my gifts, actually. Humility begins with oneself. Take my word for it, or don't. If I can't teach that to you, a few hard battles will.
Well, what do you know?
Frightening. For all your exquisite qualifications, I wouldn't have expected to find prophet of ill tidings among them.
I've said my part.
If you have no real objective here, Carrick, I will be finished with this foolishness. I have preparations to attend to. Haha, I'll break the visage eventually, my friend. Just a matter of time. So, what's your make of these kids? The academy has trained them very well, but they lack experience. A little time in the field will make seasoned soldiers out of them.
Not even.
Or seasoned minced meat. You know, I really wish you wouldn't say things like that. It's not good for morale. I know, it's just they're all so young. You were young too when you enlisted.
Huh?
I'd like to think I'm still young, thank you very much. Yes, of course, I only meant... I know what you mean. Well, didn't soldiers provide you with a better life?
Definitely.
Sure, but the bar was low. Not a whole lot of exciting things waiting for an adept in new lies. Nothing pleasant, anyway.
Indeed.
I suppose that's true.
Ugh.
I just can't believe Barrick would stoop to something like this. He must be seriously desperate. These are trying times, Bianca. It'll be hard decisions like Barrick's that bring us victory. If we live to see the end of this, we will. You seem rather certain. It's just a feeling I've got. Try sharing that with the troops. I can't promise anything, but they might find it more inspiring than your comments about minced meat. Huh? Yeah, they might. What's up, Captain?
Ugh.
I'm not your captain, Sia. Sure you are. You give us orders and we follow them to the word like Dutiful little soldiers, Captain. Meet underling. Please tell me that isn't what I'm imprinting on you. Well, that depends. Are you going to make me fight in the next battle? Of course, you don't join an army to just not contribute. Wait, I'm hearing something. Be quiet. That's it. It's the sound of your lording your captainship over your underlings, yeah? Very funny. We need you. You know that. I've never seen a country gal with so much fighting spirit since, well, probably myself, I guess. Country gal? You don't know the first thing about country gals. You think I'm sitting out here farming and having a hard time reading? Farming? No. Hard time reading? Maybe. Alright, you've got me there. But still, didn't you grow up in some fancy dye shop in Sojourn? Actually, that was only the latter portion of my childhood, and only because my older brother took up extremely dangerous work that paid well enough for us all to move.
Oh, come on.
Okay, spit it out then. Where did you live before? Small town down south, Crute. Although my parents were originally from Carmount. Gee, all this talk of traveling is wearing me out. I've got generations of my family all sitting in bustling little Duskwater.
Who'da thunk?
What an incredible thing. Such a big world out here to just never leave your hamlet. Hamlet? Who do you think you are? Your captain, apparently. Rein it in. Recruit? Okay, now you're digging a grave for yourself. Recruit? Just joking around. All that commanding business is more Lincoln steel. I find it's better to lead from the lines. I like that about you, a woman of action like myself. The world is our oyster. Have you ever had an oyster? I can't imagine they would last well all the way to the squatter.
Bummer.
Low blow. I don't want to talk about it. Not a bad spot. After a little remodel, some interior designing, decorating, I could see the charm of this place. Well, no use knocking, I suppose.
Pace yourself.
We should be careful. The first bandit mentioned prisoners. We don't want this to run into a game of chicken featuring hostages. Speak for yourself. I'm rather fond of chicken. You may have noticed we're short on hostages. See ya? The sooner we ensure their safety, the better. Maybe if we're lucky, they'll help us fight our way to the leader. Right. Traumatized prisoners aren't going to be in any shape to fight. Doesn't sound even remotely likely. Hey, it happens in all the stories I read. Could happen here.
Together.
Well, let's hope we're in one of those kinds of stories then. Let's do this. Prisoners, are you alright? I just spent 2 weeks in disgusting bandit cage. What do you think? I'm better now that you saved us. 2 weeks? Yes, 2 weeks, eating nothing but thick porridge with no one but scuffy bandits for company. Well, it's over now. I kinda like the porridge. If you don't mind my asking, how are you captured? It's a pretty funny story, actually. Funny? You walked us straight into them. Okay, that may be true, but it was still funny that the way it happened. They got you along the road?
Well,
We were taking a shortcut through the forest, maybe a half league east, and ran straight into them. Don't stand a chance to get away. If we'd just taken the road I'd suggested, we would have been fine. I don't know if it helps to mention, but they covered that section of the road too, so you'd likely still wind up in the same spot. You couldn't possibly say that with any degree of certainty.
Greetings.
Good afternoon, young gentlemen. Ladies, I was glad to hear the ruckus along the road. As it happens, these bandits stole a rather precious heirloom from my family. And what might this heirloom look like? An amethyst, quite a large one, translucent but poorly cut. Have you seen anything of the kind? If I could but retrieve it, I'd be well on my way. It has been with us for uncountable generations, and my father has gone mad with the grief from its loss. I fear he may soon pass from this world, and would love to look upon it one last time. I don't know that we've come across anything of the sort, but you're welcome to take a look around. I thank you, regardless, as I'm sure my father would if he were given the opportunity. Hail, you don't look much like bandits. What gave us away the dead bandits? I like this one. The only good bandits is a dead bandit. We came to do the job it appears you did for us. How serepitos that the bandits go unopposed for weeks, but we both arrived on the same day. Yes, I can see how this might look. My name is Sarah. My sister Samara and I had been traveling far from home when this very group assaulted our parents and stole a valuable heirloom. It's been with our family for decades. It was really the only reason we came. Do you think we could take a look for it? It looks something like a large amethyst. Translucent, but poorly cut. Ah, so you found it? Can't say we have. Lucky guess.
Troubling.
It is clear that one of you, if not both, is lying. No one so much as touches this gem until we sort out what's going on. Lying? I have been nothing but endlessly polite to you. I used proper greetings and asked your permission to take what is mine by right. You would deprive my dying father of his last wish? Calm down. If it's really yours, we'll figure it out. I think not. If I return without the stone, my father will have my head. Ah, enough. Now step aside, or you will leave me no alternative but to destroy you.
Disgraceful.
I'm not sure that was the wisest threat when you're outnumbered 10 to 1. Outnumbered? Me. Ah, I'll show you outnumbered. Bring me the aspect and I shall see fit that your soul is given rest. If I lock eyes with this filthy any longer, I'll be sick. Well, hey, you three. If you feel so confident about handling yourselves, maybe you want to lend a hand here. Gladly. As I said before, the only good bandit is the dead one. Let's make sure these ones stay that way. I suppose that means I'm in too.